This is Introduction to Biblical Hebrew, Lesson 6. Our focus for Lesson 6 will be to continue memorizing the Hebrew alphabet in order, to review the consonants, vowels, and vocabulary that we've learned in earlier lessons. And for Lesson 6, I'll introduce you to the 3 forms of pei, 2 forms of tzadeh, and kof. And in this lesson, we'll begin to learn the U class vowels with those vowels that say O, O, Holem, Holem Vav, and the Kametz Katon. And of course, we'll be learning vocabulary for each one of the new consonants. First, the Aleph Bet. I'll lead, you follow. Stay with me. Ready? Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Het, Tet, Yud, Kaf. Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Tzadeh, Kof, Resh, Shin, Sin, Tav. And we'll review Lesson 5 with a 30-30 drill. Please open your book to page 37, Exercise 7. Again, first line, first word, read as far as you can in 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Four, three, two, one, stop. Back to the top. Read as, see if you can go a little further. Ready? Go. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Last time. Ready? Go. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. All right, so far we've learned these consonants: Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Het, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, and Ayin. Again, we've learned 4 of the 6 Begad Kafat letters, 2 of which change their sound with or without a dagesh. And we've learned 3 of the final forms: the Kaf, the Mem, and the Nun. We've learned all the A-class vowels: the short Patach, the long Kametz and Kametz Hey. We've learned all of the I-class vowels, those that say A, like the English E, Segol, and Sere, Yod, A. We've also learned the short Hirek, E, and the long Hirek Yod, E. And these are the vocabulary words we've learned. So again, you lead. I will follow and confirm what you've said. Ready? Isha, Ish, Bat, Av, Gamal, Dag, Zahav, Chala, Talit, Yad, Hala, Lev or Levav, Maim, Negev, Sus, Ain. So the vowels that we're learning, I will just mention the short U-class vowel that says, that is pronounced O, O, and that's called a kametz katon. It does look just like a kametz, that's the long ah sound, and we're not going to study this in this class, but I just want to introduce to you that it exists. It's one of the short vowels. The vowels that we are studying in this class would be the holem, the long vowel, holem, and the holem vav. And with this vowel, it introduces the third of the vowel markers. All right, so we'll begin with the holem vav. The holem itself is simply a dot that's placed at the upper left-hand corner of the consonant that it's associated with, holem, and it says O, O. The holem vav is the vav itself is the vowel marker that was inserted before the nikud, the dots and the dashes were inserted to represent that O sound. And if you remember from one of the first lessons, Vav at one time was pronounced W, like wind, W, W, with a W sound. And it was later, even after the vowel markers were inserted, that as the language changed, that it became a V, like a V sound. But the vowel marker of the vav was inserted because it's of its close sound to the to the vowel itself. Listen, O, O. Can you hear that W sound at the end? O, O. And so they inserted a W, a consonant that made at that time the sound W. So today it's not that evident, but it's the holem vav is the long U-class vowel that says O. And then again, just the kametz katon, I'm just introducing you to it because it exists. We're not going to be studying it in this class. The consonants that we're learning are the pe, the tzade, and the kof. Pe has three forms. It is one of the begad kafat. It's the ph sound, the begad kafat letters that changes its sound. It regularly takes or drops a dagesh according to the spelling rules. When it takes a dagesh, it has a stopped, hard sound, p, like pie. When it loses its dagesh, it has that soft, fricative sound with air that says f, like phone. And pe is one of the five consonants that actually has a final form. So when it appears at the end of a word, it will have this form here. And since Hebrew words almost never take a dagesh on the final consonant, it will always be pronounced f, as in phone. Our vocabulary word for the pay is panim, 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 face, panim. Our next consonant is the tsade, tsade. It's that TS sound, ts, as in mitts or pizza, tsade. And the tsade is, again, one of the 5 consonants that has a final form when it appears at the end of a word. And it has the same sound, just different form. Tsade, mitts. Our vocabulary word is the word son, son, son. Sheep, goats. A son is a herd of goats and sheep usually. And just looking at the word, I want to point out that sade, here's that holem that's connected to the zade. It's up in the upper left-hand corner of the consonant. So it's so. And in this case, the aleph has no vowel, so it's practically invisible. We don't do anything with it. It's just silent. And then the noon is the final noon. So son, son, son. Our last consonant is kof. Kof is pronounced with a hard K sound like k, kite. And kof is one of the few letters that actually extends slightly below the line whenever you write it. It's slightly below the line of of the most of the Hebrew letters. All right, and our vocabulary word is the word kol, kol, voice, voice. He's making his voice bigger, kol. I just want you to notice that the kof, how it extends slightly below most of the consonants in the Hebrew line of text. And just to point out again that the lamed extends the top part above the line of text. And here we have that vowel marker vav that used to be w with a holem vav. Kol, kol. All right, so in lesson 6, we've learned the 3 forms of pay, 2 forms of tzade, and we've learned kof. And we've learned the first set of our U-class vowels, that kametz, that mysterious kametz katon, and the ones we're learning in this lesson, the holem and the holem vav. And that wraps it up for lesson 6. Haketz.